Welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. In this match against Givalrus, a veteran Fog 2 player, I have the Cornish Royalist list against his Parliamentarian 1642. As a match host, I start on the bottom half of the map. Terrain is okay, it's a bit rocky. I don't like that, but we can make it work. Nice open plain here. Rough ground is bad news. This hill isn't the best either. So on the bright side, Parliamentarian cavalry is very bad. It's shooting cavalry, so it's got no impact POA. So if we slam into it with a charge, we'll have it. But that has to be an open terrain. The danger is going to be the sheer number of Parliamentarian infantry. So we do want to get Cornish Royalist Pike and Shot. So these are above average, which is great for their plus 25 melee POA and slightly increased shooting accuracy, but unfortunately they are short of muskets, so they need to close in. Same thing goes for our, where are they? Separately deployed Cornish pikemen. So these have no muskets. They move 3 tiles and are pike tiles unless they take heavy casualties. So they're very good on impact and melee against infantry, but because their class has purely heavy foot, rough ground is a problem. We need the numbers of our newly raised, poorly trained and equipped pike and shot, the firepower of our separately deployed Cornish musketeers. So these are above average light foot. 88 points remaining. Dragoons. And guns? Or guns? I could put medium guns here, I suppose. I'd honestly rather get the light guns and have 16 points left over. I don't really know exactly what the plan is, other than that we'll have a lot of light infantry here. Maybe what I should try to do is push to seize this hill with a cavalry wing here, so make an infantry battle here and threaten a cavalry battle here. Alright, here's our deployment. Got our Cornish pike and shot in the center, raw pike and shot on the wings. Our pikemen in reserve. We will bring them out to charge range once it's safe to do so. I don't want to get them in zone of control locked by enemy cavalry or disrupted before contact. Slightly more cavaliers on the right wing where there's so much open country, but I did keep a number on the left. All of my light musketeers to exploit this forest and this broken ground, but they're close enough they can shift over here to support the main infantry line if they need to. You may refer to me as the Hedgelord, he says. Okay, that'll give us time to maneuver into position at least. To think about our approach. Probably want to avoid this forest. It's going to be tough because even with our minimum complement, we do have 7 units of cavalry, which are basically useless in this kind of work. Well, maybe we'll be able to force some kind of action against the Parliamentarian horse. We'll want to, I think, switch flanks with most of our cavaliers. Maybe keep one over here. Maybe not. Well, I wouldn't want them to be able to just come out. So we'll save one, but the rest are moving over. We can start with a uncritical trundle forward for the infantry line, though. Three, and we can quickly seize this forest and push to the edges. Good enough for now. Next turn. So the hedge offers cover from shooting, but it is downhill. It doesn't offer a POA advantage. So we might be able to take advantage. Get this raw pike and shot over here. And what? Shift over. What's the range on these guns? It's extreme range. Don't want to get too carried away until reinforcements arrive, at least. Who knows what exactly is in there? That could be something for the Dragoons to find out, but I don't want to send them out without support from infantry. Okay. Next turn. Drawing off. Okay, that's fine. I guess we will just keep shifting everyone over to the left for the moment. Let's get out of cannon shot. Prepare to seize that wood. Alright, then what? Keep shifting over. Now if I do too much of that sort of thing, it's going to arc around, so I will shift this raw pike and shot as well. Could move here and start shooting, but I think I'd rather not. So a couple more turns and we'll be in position to start pushing on the left. Next turn. We are in range. Too bad. Keep shifting over. Good. And again, keep shifting over. Seize that forest. And sure, why not take some pot shots? No, not yet. Next turn. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Pull them back. Unfortunately, we are going to have to just endure a certain amount of that sort of thing. Okay, do we advance yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready. Don't push into musket shot yet. Maybe just a little bit. So we'll want to attack here and here specifically, while avoiding this business as much as we can for as long as we can. Next turn. Oh. Is that how it's going to be? Yeah, he did identify the weakness of my right wing. Two more units of lights. Good. Well, I suppose we've got to stop wasting time then. That's fine. Get our cavalry forward. Do we push? I think we have to. Our firepower is deficient. 50% muskets and all. Let's move here. Next turn we can... No, I can't risk it. He might just fall back this turn, in which case I will wish that it already moved up. Follow up with the rest of the cavalry. Get these musketeers back towards the center. Don't like it. We are risking disruption again. We have to make it into contact. Draw. And we'll engage, even though we can't really win this fight, just to slow down his dragoons and prevent them from hitting our non-light units right off the bat. Dangerous attacking up a hill here, outnumbered here, and charging into a pretty strong arc of firepower here. We can only hope that our superiority in close combat carries the day. Next turn. Probably suffer at least one disrupt this turn. Yeah. Okay, now we need to start getting just reckless. Good. Straight into contact. And you'll have to take a volley. Charge. It's important to reach the cover of this hedgerow as well. You'll have to accept some fire in the zone of control lock. Too bad. Get the pikemen forward. This unit will break, but at least it will break alone without infecting the others with panic. Well, you can assist in the firefight. We'll need to attempt to get into close combat, and at least this rough ground will slow enemy movement. Good. Threaten a charge. Just take up time. Lucky. So we have to try to break this before we cave on our right. Next turn. Question being, do we suffer more disruptions this turn? I'm fully expecting a frag here. No, surprising. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, thank you. No, thank you again. That's more like it. Now, I don't know if he's doing this because he's watched my videos or he just knows what he's doing, but basically, Cavaliers are impact mounted. Their impact mounted only comes into play in open terrain, so by hiding in the rough, he's equalizing the combat. Not to mention, if you're going to lose, you'll lose more slowly if you're disordered. So, we'll take the bait, because, what else are we going to do? Draw fire. And we'll have to lock them in. Good. Disruption, now push, and impact charge. Great, another disruption. That's fine, it'll set up a flank charge at least. And into this disrupted raw pike shot. Unfortunately, no real benefit from doing that. Okay, here we have no impact because the Kyle impact only happens in open terrain, but in melee we'll get 100 POA. So it's in we go. Good. You gotta charge with this disrupted unit. It's that or losing the firefight. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to cover then. And it's pretty much all completely terrible. We need to lock this unit in next turn if we can. And charge. Okay. Then what? Let's push on this edge unit. Draw some fire. Good. They're going to auto break shortly. So once again, I'll make my far too early prediction that we are going to lose this match. I just don't think I can make progress quickly enough here to make up for just how badly things are going to go here. So Jafaris is asking, so do enclosures not actually provide a melee or impact bonus in this game? They do, but it's situational. For one thing, it offers unprotected infantry plus 100 against cavalry. It also means that Pike Kyles, who normally do get impact POA, don't get impact POA, which makes non-Kyle units have a chance at least to disrupt charging Pike Kyles on impact. In addition, I believe if you attack across a hedge with heavy weapon or swordsmen, it has some kind of dead-end effect, but I don't actually remember exactly what that was. And finally, enclosures count as non-open, so on top of affecting Pike Kyles, it also means impact mounted don't get their POA charging into them. Break, good. No checks. What about here? disruption. Meantime, our right wing will continue to cave in entirely. Oh, lovely. Disruption on our best melee troops. Okay, where can we make progress? Well, suppose we'll charge in and fire. Break, what does that do to us? Nothing. Lucky us. Zone in this horse. Good. Then what? Suppose we'll prepare to rear charge this horse. Get a flank off here. Good, as long as we don't end up somewhere unfortunate, which doesn't look like we will. Target this horse, and let's see. Do I care? Yeah, might as well get the free route %. Then what? Impact is back, so the light guns, but we do have our extra POA for quality. Let's see if we can get a, oh, that's unfortunate, but get a disruption first. No. Here we go then. Not looking too good. I think we're gonna get rolled up from the right. We're stretched far too thin. So unprotected here because we're not next to the horse. We'll just have to go for it. Otherwise we'll keep getting shot at, but we don't make it. Should not have attacked. The hedgerows were tough. The open ground slowed down my cavaliers too much. The right call probably would have been sticking to, maybe anchoring here and sticking to this sort of nice flat country. Next turn. Good. Yeah, not too surprising that. to get rolled up from behind by cavalry. Break, but his men remain steady. Perfect. Really needed that rally. So, disperse those guns. Then, I don't think we can do anything to prevent this charge. Let's try to move away from the bad things on the right. Threaten this unit with a frag, perhaps? Nope. Can hunt down. Never mind. Should have just ignored them, I suppose. This unit continues to be completely screwed. Yeah. And do I want my musketeers moving this way? Possible, yes, but I guess I don't really have a choice. Okay, so we finally catch them in the open. He gets a hill, but otherwise we get impact. Fortunately, they remain firm. So we'll need assistance. This won't count as a flank charge, but we just need to pile on, so it doesn't matter. Okay, onward. Next turn. Good. Still getting our Kyle POA because we haven't lost too many men from that unit yet. Yeah, as expected. They held firm, but it's not going to do any good. Our raw Pike and shot, ineffectually shooting back. Yeah, the lack of muskets is really punishing until we can get into melee, and we're not able to effectively get into melee on this wing. I would be happy about that, except I won't be able to break that unit, because I won't be able to charge this turn, having just disengage, and I'll be shot to pieces before I can re-engage, or at the very least zoned in. Okay. Well, we pile on here, there's nothing else for it. Good. This unit is still, getting Kyle POA. Unfortunately, here we have no choice but to stand and fight and hope they don't instantly break. If they do, he'll probably pursue into my raw Pike and shot and end them as well. Here I've got a decision to make. I can charge and probably win, or I can set up the flank. I should probably set up the flank attack. Same here. Ignore the commanded shot and just turn around. Route. Let's charge in before we can get shot anymore. It's not going to break them. Oh, it's terrible. That's it. I think things are going to start turning around in a turn or two, even though we do have a lead for now. Next turn. Oh. Oh. Well, that's hardly necessary. Stubborn to auto-break them. What? Got more important things to do than worry about that. Surprised I held firm. Yeah, that was unfortunate. His demolishing my flank was more successful than my demolishing his flank. Ouch, we are now down at 9%. Surprising. Oh. Probably still lose, but buys us valuable time. Okay. Time to do what, though? Well, for one thing, you are not going to let this go. You're going to keep shooting them until they break. Next, work on that. Very good. They're all out of control except a single unit of raw Pike shot. Hit the infantry. Good. And get that flank. Damn. I was hoping for a frag. Now we're just going to have to grind them down, which we don't really have time for. Right, you Yep, that's fine. I want that frag unit broken, no matter what. Next turn. A break, which is good, but where will this pursuit take us? We'll have to work on auto-braking them then. Cohesion failure? No. Still holding out, disrupted now. Cavalry's coming, so we're gonna have to run for it. Good. If we stop pursuing here, we might be able to pull off another charge. Nice, we rallied to steady, so now we have Pike plus 100. Fortunately, pinning these guys in is probably not a great idea. Let's get into the rough here. And what to do? Still Kyle, although we're close to losing that status. Close range, auto brake. Good. Do we bother doing that? The guns won't automatically disperse because we're attacking across an obstacle. Oh, that we don't have time to work our way around and then turn. Here we'll threaten to flank the cavalry once they fall back. What to do here? They're pursuing. I might just stand and shoot anyway. We'll probably evade a cavalry charge. Don't have time to screw around anyway. If they turn to shoot, we can get into charge range. Next turn, Javaris is noticing that unit of mine that dropped a frag and double rallied. No, stop pursuing. We need you elsewhere. Well, they held firm, though. Oh, we did not evade. That's highly unfortunate. Hold. Good, although I don't know if they still have Kyle status now. We're up 9, 6 turns remaining. The game will definitely conclude within 6 turns. Oh no! Cavaliers. Oh, it's terrible. Now we're gonna lose this unit. Okay, so we still have Kyle status, which is key because that means that we ignore the zone of control of this unit. Could also engage his infantry, but I think I'd rather go for the instant break. See what that does for us. In the meantime, we can fire, and impact is good, and we're gonna auto break anyway, so I suppose I might as well get in for the frag and hopefully break this unit before we run out of men. I think we'll auto break at around 240. Sounds about right for an above average unit. Could pour in some fire and hope for a frag, or go for a break and get the hell out of here. And it's off we go. Right, let's absorb some fire. Yep, that's fine. And let's stay here. If they stop pursuing here, we can get a rear charge. Can't really win this firefight, but I suppose I need to at least keep them from concentrating too much fire on my cavaliers. Alright, here I could see where this takes me. It might lead to a flank on this unit, which would just be delightful and wrong. Who's left? More infantry. Good. We need you. That's it. Maybe I can recover this thing. What a mess. Next turn. Good. Excellent, as expected. Disruption evens out this combat for the moment. With the guns. And delightful. Just delightful. Setting up the flank, and another flank. Disruption. Not a big surprise. And we're zone of control locked by this Parliamentarian horse. It doesn't matter. 66%. Let's see how that happens. Auto brakes. Very good. Fragged. Huh. Well, that was extremely confusing, and I am very surprised to have won that. It did come down to some extreme luck. The frag unit we had here rallying up to steady. That's unusual, to say the least. Also, the Cornish pikemen, I managed to keep them steady until they made contact. And they just crash through because there are no other units that get Kyle status in this time period. Granted, if they get shot up below, I think about 320-ish men, they lose Kyle status and they're just worthless. But they didn't get shot up, so they were able to break through. And Jafalris did a great job putting his Parliamentarian horse in the rough, where I didn't get my impact horse impact, but my cavaliers are above average as opposed to average, so even disordered, they generally gradually overcame his horse. And finally, I think since he is not new to the game but hasn't played it much and is coming back into it recently, wasn't totally sure what the enclosures did, which they give a more, maybe not better, but an easier to understand POA advantage in Fog 2, and here the effects are a little bit more complex. So I suppose I was over pessimistic, as I always am, but it really did seem to be going badly. So a good game to Jafalris, as always. Till next time.